Welcome to Discovering. The Bark River International Raceway is once again alive with the sounds of racing. This time, it's in the snow.
We're racing production-based sleds most part. It's the same sled that you can go to your dealership and buy. The course here at Bark River is 5 miles long. Races are running about a 7-minute lap time. I think throughout the day we're going to be running about 120 laps on the course today.
Then an old sport that's finding a new home here in the UP and northeastern Wisconsin. That's all tonight, so sit back, put your feet up. It's Monday night and time for Discovering.
The secret streams that flow beneath the cliffs of colored stone, forests thick and healthy with birch and pine and oak, surrounded by the greatest lakes this world has ever known. The black bear's awesome presence as he roams the hills and fields, call of the timber wolf, the loon's lonesome trill, the eagle soaring high above, the trout lies deep and still. These are what I treasure, the only way I measure feelings that I have for this fine land. There is so much to discover when you're a long-time lover of northern Michigan.
There's a new sport gaining attention in the area, commonly known as disc golf. I sent my son Jason on a mission to find out more. He caught up with the Menominee Range Gliders at Pioneer Trail Park in Escanaba, and also talked with Fred, the caretaker of the hill, as well as designer of the course at the Keyes Peak Ski Hill in nearby Florence, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I've been playing disc golf for about 12 years now. It just gives me a chance to get outside, get with my friends, kind of walk around the woods, be in nature. You know, and lately I've kind of been getting a little more competitive with it, and it's been fun just getting out more and more. It keeps the winter blues away, keeps you outside. You know, for me it helps keep a smile on my face, so that's always good. Yeah, I'm hoping to see it really grow around here because there's a lot of beautiful property, and disc golf just really plays in really well with the natural surroundings of the UP and Michigan. And so yeah, I hope it really grows really fast and gets really popular soon.
So I like disc golf because it's a good outdoor sport. It's good for, you get good exercise, and if you like the concept of golf, it's relatively cheap. It's just the cost of your discs, and most disc golf courses don't charge. Like here, we're at Keyes Peak Disc Golf Course. Freddie put in this course this last summer. Everything was donated or made by the local high school. I think Boss Snowplow actually did the powder coating for the baskets. And, you know, it needs a little bit of improvement, and Freddie's hoping to put in 9 more holes. So come out and show your support. And I think he's hoping to maybe have a tournament this summer also out here. So keep your eyes out for postings about that.
The Menominee Range Gliders is a local disc golf club we have. We have about 30 members right now. We're just a group of people that get together and play disc golf and make incredible shots like Tom just did over there. So it's been a lot of fun getting together with all these guys, a lot of really great people, a lot of fun. Just trying to bring, you know, a little more community awareness to it. That's kind of what the club's about, getting these parks in a little better shape. Get them, you know, competitive, like a competition level, so the more people come and play them and things like that. That's kind of our focus right now. So, yeah, Menominee Range Gliders. Check us out, Facebook.
I started playing disc golf in the late 90s in high school in the Lansing, Michigan area. There was a course right by my high school, which was easy to cut class and hang out at a little bit. I've been playing for about 15 years, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's a lot of hiking and a lot of walking, and a little bit of athleticism's involved for sure. Being from Lansing, Michigan, the sport is 40, 50 years old. My home courses were built in the early 80s, so decades and decades of use has really defined them. And up here in the UP, disc golf is relatively new. I think the first course was put in 2003 on Market Mountain. They're very young, and the woods up here, being heavily cut and everything, they're very dense and very thick, and so the courses we're carving out here in the UP they need a haircut. So I would really like to see more maintenance, more usage, which will definitely beat down everything. I would love to see a course that really captures what the Upper Peninsula is about, and that is big water, that's rugged granite outcrops, tall, towering, thick white pines, just like the elements of the UP that bring people far and wide. It would just be really great to have a disc golf course that had all of those things. We'd have one of the best courses in the nation because it's a beautiful area. It's a great sport. It's one of the homes, the hearths of the sport. And I think the Upper Peninsula deserves to have a world-class course there.
I went down to Appleton area about 2 years ago and couldn't believe there was disc golfers on county parks just everywhere. And I said, man, that is neat. And I started investigating disc golf, and I went into PDGA, Professional Disc Golf Association, and they gave me some ideas on course design. And with some input, I went to the county forestry administrator, and we approached the idea to start making us a disc golf course here on Keyes Peak Ski Hill. So through that, with the help of many volunteers and organizations as our County Highway and Forestry Park Ski Hill Committee, we were able to kick this out this summer, and we were playing around Labor Day. September, we had all 9 holes ready to rock. With the blessing of County Forestry and Park, and with help from Florence County Highway Commission and the utilities, and Keyes Peak Ski Hill Committee, with volunteer help, we were able to put this together. We went to sponsorships from out around the area, and through our sponsorship and donations and the advanced medals class at Florence High School, built our catchers. We were able to put this together at very little cost to the committee funding. So it was literally built by sponsorship and contribution. It was just phenomenal. See how many people came out and want to make this a recreation area. There is such excitement here with disc golf. There's a program that the Professional Disc Golf Association, it's called EDGE. They're having classes where you can learn to play the game during the winter months in a gym. And I think for the up-and-coming kids, get them out here. It's a very affordable sport. Get your face away from the phone and come out and enjoy this beautiful view. You can see what we got here and exercise. This up and down a ski hill is a little bit different than on the flats. We got 5 catchers, and we groom that in the winter months. So you can literally walk on packed snow and play 5 holes of disc golf. And it is just, you wouldn't believe the foot traffic we have here in the winter months. Disc golfers need a place to practice, and this is the place.
Snowmobiling is a popular sport here in the north. Some folks like to cruise and enjoy the scenery. And some just like to go fast.
For nearly 40 years now, we've had summertime off-road racing out here at Bark River International Raceway, and this year being our 40th year, we've had the opportunity now. We were approached by Core Power Sports to come out and have a snowmobile event out here in the wintertime. So, you know, this is a great facility, and we're out here every summer, and we are always looking for other opportunities to use this beautiful facility, and this was one great opportunity to have snowmobile racing here in the wintertime and get another event.
Core Power Sports, we started 5 years ago. Originally it was my family and our race team. We were a ministry outreach from our local church, and then 4 years ago we switched to running our own cross-country circuit as the promoter because we wanted to do morning prayers and some things at the races, and the promoters weren't willing to let us work with it. So we just created our own circuit so we could do what we felt we were being called to do. Basically our race circuit, we start with junior 10, 13-year-old kids all the way up to the top pro level racers. We're racing production-based sleds most of the part. It's the same sled that you can go to your dealership and buy. Just we tweak them a little bit for our racing discipline. But you can buy it at a dealership, make some adjustments to it, reinforce some things, and you can come out racing with it. Course here at Bark River is 5 miles long. Racers are running about a 7-minute lap time, and I think throughout the day we're going to be running about 105, 120 laps on the course today.
This facility has expanded so much over the years. In the last 10 years, it has really expanded. Where now we have almost 160 acres here. We have camping, we have everything. We have all full concessions, full bar now in the summertime, and we even got a chance to get them warmed up this weekend and use them here too. And so this facility is really a blessing, not only to the community, but also to our club, and it really helps us support everything that we do. You know, our track is one of 2 premier tracks in the Torque Series in the summertime, and some of these snowmobile racers that are out here this weekend are using this track not only in the wintertime, but they also race here in the summer as well. So it's very interesting to get a different perspective of the facility here in the wintertime.
Between all of our classes, we offer 22 different divisions that people can enter to race in, all the way from the junior classes, and then for sport class, which is like your amateurs, semi-pro, and then you got your top-level pros. All in all, it's 22 classes that they can enter and compete in different divisions on that. Your pro is your top-of-the-tier riders. They race for money and trophies. Semi-pro is a little bit less payout because they're just transitioning from the amateur division to the pro division. And the sport class is pretty much your beginning racers that only have a few years racing experience, and they do it, get more talent, and then they jump up to the semi-pro classes to be able to compete at the higher levels. Not sure exactly how many teams, but we're at about 110 entries. So there's probably about 60, 70 racers, and they all run multiple classes. So it's 110 entries. We have a team from Yamaha that's here that they support, and then we have a players team as well. And then there's some privateers from Arctic Cat that are out here. Our defending pro champion races on an Arctic Cat. So they treat them very well, take care of those guys.
Well, I've been racing since I was 3. I started out with 120s, bumped up to smaller sleds like the 550s. Then this year, my first sled on the 600s. It's going pretty well so far. My family, we've been racing for around probably 20 years on sleds, then just got introduced right away with me. And I've been liking it, especially with this sled. This sled's a lot of fun. Yeah, my dad and my mom used to race snowcross, and then my dad raced cross country a couple years when we started the series, and then he decided to retire from racing to focus on core and helping me and my sister out. There's the fast stuff where you just have the adrenaline pumping, and then you have the technical stuff where when you get off the track, you feel like you just ran a marathon. It's nice because it keeps you fit, gets the adrenaline pumping.
Typically our race circuits we run in the woods and fields and a lot of lake races over in Wisconsin. We wanted to do something different from the Bark River Raceway here, have more of a closed course kind of feel to it. Make cross country typically isn't spectator friendly because it's anywhere from a 8 to 15 mile course where you can't see a lot of it because we're out in the middle of the woods, stuff like that. But here at the raceway, we're able to set it all up on our property to where from the grandstands you can see 90% of the course, so it's very spectator friendly here. The racers seem to be enjoying it. We've been getting a lot of feedback on that, and the local community is very excited about it just because of the influx of revenue that we bring to the community. With racers and crew, we have about 500 to 600 people that come with the race circuit, and then they're staying at local hotels, eating at the restaurants, stuff like that, so it really helps the community. And it's with Bark River, the Lions Club here at the Raceway, the way they support the community through their donation program, it's really good to be able to partner with them, bring the race to this area, and give this area something to do in the wintertime that they usually don't have here.
It's once again time to find out a bit more about who's behind the green coat. Today we'll meet wildlife biologist David Jentoft.
Hi, my name is Dave Jentoft. I'm a biologist at Sault Ste. Marie. I work in Chippewa and Mackinac counties. I also have regional responsibilities as a point person for deer management and such, as well as wetlands currently. In my work area, it's on the far east end of the UP, of course, and there are some unique features perhaps. One is that we have a fair amount of agricultural land in the Sioux area that provides kind of a grassland area there and supports some grassland species. For instance, bobolink and kestrels and sharp-tailed grouse. And it's the one spot in the state that we have a sharp-tailed grouse hunt, a limited sharp-tailed grouse hunt. We also have the St. Mary's River system and Muskong Bay and other water areas. We actually have 3 Great Lakes that we touch there. It's an important area for migratory waterfowl as well as other migratory birds, and a popular spot for waterfowl hunting as a result. We have many people that come from outside of the area to come up and waterfowl hunt in the area. I'm fairly involved with state forest management. We work regularly with state forest land, with timber sales and other things there. We also do some tree planting work and other similar things. We recently have begun working with private landowners to, in a cooperative fashion, to try to increase the amount of sharp-tailed grouse hunting land available for the public so that people coming from outside of the area have a place that they can come and hunt. While growing up in the UP, I always enjoyed hunting and fishing and being outdoors, and that's what led me to be interested in working with wildlife and wildlife management. And so I pursued that in college and obtained a master's degree from Northern Michigan University. From there, I had several different positions in natural resources and have now worked with DNR in Sault Ste. Marie for about 5 years. I'm actively involved with state forest land management. That's a pretty important part of the job, and that ranges from actually timber harvesting and specs for some of those, working with others in co-management with those, to doing activities like tree planting. We've done some oak planting. The East UP has been impacted by beech bark disease, so we are losing much of our American beech, and have started planting some other mass-producing species to help replace some of the hard mass lost as a result of that. So we've done a little bit and plan to continue to do that. We have 2 grouse enhanced management systems in my work area, one on Drummond Island, the other in western Mackinac County. That's the Strickler Gem. And these, of course, are destinations for hunting, bird hunting. They're areas where we're managing aspen on shorter rotations and trying to provide good habitat for grouse as well as other species, woodcock and deer and others, but providing destinations for grouse hunters to be able to come and hunt. These areas in my work area are primarily walk-in access, so it provides a neat opportunity for hunters as well as other recreationalists.
It's time for the annual Beatty Knot Great Lakes Sports Fishermen's Banquet on March 14th in the Butler Building at the Fairgrounds in Escanaba. Doors open at 5. Some of the prizes at the banquet include a hog hunt, portable ice shacks, an ice auger, crossbow, and over 20 guns. Get out and support the fisheries. Make plans to be in Marquette on March 20th, 21st, or 22nd for the 22nd Annual UP Boat, Sport, and RV Show at the Superior Dome. On March 13th, it's the Snowshoeing Junior Ranger Program at Holy Name School in Escanaba. It's a great chance for kids to get out and learn snowshoeing skills and find out what nature has to offer in the wintertime. You can find links to further information about these events at 906outdoors.com. Click on Discovering. Well, that's it for tonight. If you'd like to keep tabs on what's coming up on Discovering or see where we've been, you can join us on Facebook or go to 906outdoors.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week right here on Discovering.